This is what I have to put up with.
All the time.
You already know how she is. Oh, God.
So come on in, y'all. Come on in. You dealing with the lifestyle twins.
Hey, place starts letting it.
What she trying to say is, hey, lifestyle besties. All right. We gonna get it one day. We gonna get it one day. Come on in, y'all.
Hey.
Look, we heard y'all had a few questions because look, if y'all let me, I'll be dancing all day, all night.
I cannot.
And ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? So we came here just for you all.
Yes, we did. You have questions about who we are, what we do, why we do it. So this is the perfect time for you to find out.
Yes. And we posted something recently.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we wanted to know what it is that you all love about us. Like, what is it that has you all feeling like you relate to us? Mm-hmm. What makes you gravitate towards us? Because we really don't know.
We don't know. We're not fishing for compliments. We really want to know so we can expand on it, give you more of it, give you less, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And a lot of people say it was the chemistry.
The chemistry.
The fashion.
The fashion.
Makeup. Transparency. Yes.
Us running about in the street.
We do a lot of that. And that's what it's about. Like, we really take you all on a journey with us as the lifestyle twins. Before we, I guess, kind of go further, into it, I guess we could tell them how it got started and how we met.
Yeah, how we met. Well, long story short, I'd taken some time out from the fashion industry. Ran into this beautiful soul and said, let me get back into it. Can you help me with my portfolio? She did, and it just went from there, became my manager. Actually, we expanded from being a model. I'm a model coach now, posing, runway, all this stuff. So, and then we just
we kind of merged.
Yeah, we merged.
Like, it was weird how it happened. It was really organic.
Yeah.
Because Clock and Flow, you had Clock and Flow, which was model coaching,
the runway, the posing, the confidence classes.
And the intro to business. Yeah. And then I had YB Limited, the glam team, so we had the makeup and the photography and all of that stuff. And then when we moved here to New York, we were just moving, we were planning on expanding on those things.
No, we were just moving to capitalize, to expand. We like each other. So we're always together, and we noticed, people do more of that. I'm like, more of what? We're just hanging out.
Yeah, really, we were just eating. We were just whatever. And then we noticed that people really like to see the behind the scenes of what we do in our careers. And, we help a lot of people. Because one of our biggest things, a lot of people kind of try to get into the modeling industry because it looks glamorous.
And it looks easy.
How glamorous is it?
It's not that glamorous.
It's not that easy.
Probably maybe 20% of it's glamorous when you're out there on stage, but all the behind the scenes and the work you put in, the training,
it's a lot glamorous. Yeah. So, with that, we like to take people behind the scenes. We like to help people feel good. So we're not in it for the glamour or for the money. Everyone know I like my coin.
No. I actually love what I do, and I know you do too. So that's why we're in it.
Yeah. So, what happened is that when we kind of put our stuff together with YB Limited and Clock and Flow, we brought those things together and brought our talents together. And that's how we ended up being the lifestyle twins. Yeah. And this is all new to us as far as sharing more of our journey. Because prior to this, we were more, how can I put it? We weren't as vulnerable with sharing about
I'll tell
ourselves.
you, I was completely private, closed off. I just wanted to show my work, and that's it. But I also learned, talking to you, there's a healing process that comes with being vulnerable, with sharing my experiences, not only in the fashion and beauty industry, but, you know, my childhood, my teen years, my adult years, and even a little bit about what goes on in my daily life. So I'm healing through that and learning. Everyone is healing also. We're all relating to one another. It's a beautiful thing.
And I'm on my phone because I'm not trying to be rude. I want to see comments from you all, and it's kind of far. We can't see the comments.
I'm nearsighted, so I wouldn't be able to see that.
And I'm actually not nearsighted, but I can't see the comments. It's kind of far. So, someone said that we look beautiful on the runway. It was Christine. Christine said we look beautiful on the runway.
You.
Poised and graceful. You told me how to walk in heels.
I did. Can you not believe she was not walking in heels?
I didn't wear heels when you met me.
No.
A lot of y'all who know me before, y'all know why I wasn't wearing no heels. Okay?
But now you can't keep her out of them. Some clock and flow classes, and it did not take one class, several classes. A lot of you want to take one class. No, you got to take several and practice.
Yes. And so, you know, what we do is like we like to do the confidence classes.
Oh, we do.
Yes. Like when we bring in, like, teach people how to walk, how to pose, how to be,
you know, fabulous. And actually love yourself in your body as is. It's not only the exterior we want to elevate. We really want to go in the interior, work on your wellness, how you feel about yourself. Because a lot of times, how you feel about yourself precedes you before you even get into the room.
It does.
So that dictates how people treat you, how you move in the world, how things happen for you, whether it's, you know, a positive or it's a challenge. So it's so important to get to a place where you're confident, you're loving on yourself, no matter where you are in that stage in your life.
Yes, because we like to deal with the inner and the outer. And I think what makes us a little different from a lot of, like, model coaches or, you know, people who are doing anything that's, like, helping to build self-esteem and self-confidence is that we deal with both. Usually people deal with one or the other.
Right.
You know?
That's very true. Another thing that's different about the model coaching, the posing, and the runway, clock and flow is legitimate technique. I am not teaching you how to pose like me, walk like me. It's an actual technique that anyone can take, and you'll get the perfect pose, runway, your way.
And it's legally trademarked. Let's go ahead and say that too. I just thought I had to say it. Yes. So, with that being said, we have a special guest.
Yes, we
here,
do.
Because we deal with a lot of the outer stuff. The walking, the posing, the makeup, the photography, all of that stuff. But you still have to go home and be with you. All that stuff got to come off, okay? The clothes, you know, we take people shopping. You know, we love to go on shopping trips and take people shopping.
Right.
We like to do the meetups and stuff like that. We like when we leave from around the people that we meet, we want you to feel like your best self. We want you to feel confident. We want you to know that you can do whatever you want to do because we share a lot of our self with people, like especially when it's one-on-one, because we've come from a long way. We don't lie our stories.
Oh, yeah. It's intimate.
Everyone has a story.
Everyone.
And so our special guest is a part of the Lifestyle Twins brand.
Yes. So we have a official trauma coach, Paul Christino. He's going to talk a little bit more about, you know, just spiritual wellness and just how to move about in the world, you know, just being genuine to yourself and actually doing the work.
Oh.
You got to do the work.
Very
so,
important.
Paul, can you join us?
Oh, you want to come and join us? Join the Lifestyle Twins
guys,
today.
how you doing?
Hey.
What's up, Paul?
How you doing? Hey, Philip. How are you?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
How you doing, baby? I don't want to kiss you, but your makeup looks too pristine. I don't want to mess that up.
I love it.
I'm not going to get all blushy blush right now. Okay.
That is too funny. I live. All right, you all say hi to Paul, okay?
Hey guys, how you doing?
And okay, so Paul, I'm looking at some of the comments. But I want you to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about you. What even got you to the place that you wanted to be a trauma coach?
Of course. Well, you guys probably know me as just being that cold dude from the Rite Aid video, but I'm a lot more than that. Okay? I'm a lot more than that.
The one taking up for his wife.
But listen, Philip, it's like how did I get involved to be a trauma coach? You don't get involved in this type of work if it's been Candyland your whole life, okay? It just doesn't work like that. You don't choose this work kind of chooses you, that old adage. So let me tell you, it was never easy for me. It was never roses. But now I'm in a position now where a lot of that's been healed. A lot of those loose ends are tied up. And I'm presenting myself to the world here to share with you what I know, to share with you my experiences, the tools and the techniques that I've used to get myself out of where I was.
Yeah.
And, man, my jacket looks good. I was just looking at that right there.
I mean, that's what happens when the lights go fresh.
See what happens?
Oh my
Yes.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, so everybody knows, I've been with Kyra for...
Yes, this is my husband, if I didn't say that. My husband.
This is 23 years in the making.
Her man crush every day.
Yeah, every day of the week and every night of the week, too.
That's a whole other video.
That's another video. But yeah, so really what I deal with, guys, is I work with one-on-one clients. I also work with nonprofit organizations and groups also. And I employ spiritual techniques, emotional techniques. I take a psychological approach, a physical approach to healing yourself.
Yes,
Because
like meditation, and all that stuff. Yoga.
I mean, all of that stuff. And it kind of depends on the person. Also.
Right. Everything is totally...
It's totally tailored for each person. And we understand that, we kind of I kind of look at it like a five bodies outlook.
Oh.
There's our body that is connected with the higher power that everybody has. Then the one underneath is your psychological body, your mental body. Then underneath that is your emotional body, which really all the problems lie in that one right there. Okay. Then we go to your energetic body.
So I know all about that.
Phil and I can attest to that too. Seen him on a rampage before. Don't ask me about what happened on the A train a couple weeks ago.
Hello. I just look like this.
Don't mix that up. Then there's the energetic body, and this is kind of where people kind of lose me a little bit. I do want to explain it. This is like qi, or if you've ever been to an acupuncturist, or in Chinese medicine, it's like the meridian system. So when you're emotionally taxed, it's that part of you, the in-between between your physical body and your emotional body. It's the part, it's your organ function. It's, if you ever get scared, and the hair stands up on the back of your neck, it's that body.
And a lot of us hold things in certain parts, like like your throat, your stomach, your head.
Philip, that's everything.
Okay.
That's everything.
And does not work too if you have like an injury, even if it's an old injury that's healed, that injury will ache or hurt or bother you.
But I can tell you firsthand that everything is emotional pain. So we have, and the last body obviously being the physical body. So we can.
That's the lowest.
That's the lowest on the totem pole, but still a very important part of it. So I can tell you, I've had 15 broken bones in my life.
Wow.
And I can tell you that a lot of my physical injuries had cleared up when I started addressing my emotional issues. Let me tell you, if we can get a handle on these emotions, you will have a handle on your life. Now, there's so many ways to do that. I mean, you can write an anthology on this. You can't knock this thing out in one day.
No.
But
you got to do the work.
You have to do the work. Now, what work are you supposed to do? Well, that's where you ask me. That's where I can tell you.
That's where we come in at.
That's where we come in at.
Because I've been using your expertise since this whole thing, and you've been very patient. You've been very patient.
And you've been patient to me because I mean, Philip, it's affected me too.
Yeah, no.
It's affected me too. It's unearthed a lot of things in me.
I mean, can we go ahead and address the elephant in the room?
Go ahead.
Yes, we can.
Okay, because you all have been through a lot as a couple.
For sure.
And I understand because of the type of relationship I'm in.
For sure.
I deal with a lot of looks and discrimination. Well, not so much. They know my man crazy. That's why I don't post him, because he ain't about that life. He ain't about that social media life.
I don't want to do that.
But you all have been through a lot being an interracial couple.
Yes.
For sure.
So the Rite Aid situation brought up old wounds.
For sure.
Yes.
With that, like, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. One thing it brought up for me was past traumas that I've been through since I could speak. Just sexual abuse and rape. That moment when that guy came rushing and charging at me really set me back to that child. I'm just completely speechless, shocked. just lost every function that I had. Me being a tough cookie, I hold everything in. I'm like, okay, it happened. Weeks go by, I'm fine. No. I go into another pharmacy and I completely lose it. I walk in a few steps, my stomach's hurting, I'm cramping, I'm nauseous, I'm in tears, and I couldn't figure out why until I told Paul. I said, I was explaining what I felt. It's hard to explain for when women are approached by men. For a second, guys, just put yourself in our shoes. We are weaker physically, and we can't do anything. We can't protect ourselves, and I just felt completely helpless.
Especially if you've gone through
what I went through.
Yeah.
And for me, obviously, it made me extremely angry. Like the ang, but also, guys, it was like I realized that I'm super protective, but I realized that I can't be with her 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be times where she's alone. Mm-hmm. And it was what I wanted to tell you. So it was a month ago today. It happened a month ago today.
It was a month ago?
A month ago today. And the other day, Kyra and I were talking about it 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. And she broke that, like she broke down again. And it was like the first, she was really battling it inside. And in this month, it's been a whirlwind, but it was the first time I really, really put myself in her shoes. And I equated to being like, what if I was in that pharmacy? Mm-hmm. And it would be the equivalent of like a prime Mike Tyson coming running around the corner at me. Mm-hmm. If this guy wanted to crack my head, there's nothing that I could do. Mm-hmm. There would be nothing that I could do. And this is what she deals with every day. And I can tell you the insomnia that brings up in me, the anger, the fear for her. Mm-hmm. Then my mind goes out like, what would I do in order to protect her? And I don't even want to take my mind to that place. Mm-hmm. So those are just a couple of the emotions that come up with this. Mm-hmm. And I'm still, and then it brings me back to certain things that we had gone through when we were younger. Mm-hmm. Constant protection mode. Mm-hmm. Then I realized that I've become a highly adrenalized person. Mm-hmm. And that's not healthy. That's not. So I've been employing all the tactics that I know in order to calm my system, self-soothe. Self-soothing is something that a lot of us don't know how to do. Yeah. We have to learn how to the proper way, not just smoking everything. And
so smoking crack don't work.
No.
Crack, listen. It may work, it may work.
I tried.
The other elephant in the room.
I didn't want to say it, but I didn't know.
I mean, they know. I don't keep no secrets of my lifestyle.
Does it work?
For a moment, till you run out of money. Listen, I only had a drug problem when I didn't have drugs. That's when I had a drug problem. As long as I had some drugs, there was no problem.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was that. So that unearthed a lot of things, and then we'll even go even a little deeper. We'll give you even a little more insight. Mm-hmm. For that whole month, for a few weeks in there, Kyra and I started going at each other.
Well, it'll make you do that. Yeah.
Like, and she's like, "What did I do to you?" I'm like, "What did I do to you?"
I didn't do it. Walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
That's just angry.
Man, angry. And then we had it so many days, Phil. We had to be like, wait a second. We need to chill out now because we are not each other's enemies. It's not.
I like that.
Yeah.
My partner and I, we say that whenever we're about to go into from a disagreement stage to an argument stage, right. One of us stops and says, "We're on the same team."
That's hard to do.
It's so hard. We're like, it gets involved, and it's like, I'm not your enemy. No. Like, we are on the same team.
But think about it. When you've been traumatized your whole life, everyone's your enemy.
Yeah.
And we live in, we're in New York City. We go on the train, and I look at people's faces, and I can see the defensiveness on people's faces. Mm-hmm. I can see it. I can see the rigidity and the coldness inside of it. Mm-hmm. But you don't start off like that.
Oh, you don't. But I feel like, and I don't even just feel like this. From experience, I know this. When we walk with that disposition of defensiveness, it attracts certain types of experiences.
It's so cliche, but it's true.
It seems cliche. And then the thing is, and it doesn't mean if we don't ever get it all right and that it's going to absolve us from having any type of any type of stuff go on.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, I noticed at a certain period in my life when I felt like the world was against me,
Absolutely.
I attracted a certain type of energy.
And you brought something up, Philip. It's like you've noticed about yourself. Well, that means it takes an incredible amount of self-awareness.
It was work. Like,
We
Yeah.
always talk
Yeah.
about that.
we always talk about
Always talk about
self-awareness,
self-awareness.
about doing the work, you know?
How do you maintain self-awareness when you're in hell? That takes a very poised person. And you need to have some things that you can rely on to pull yourself out of that and say, listen, my bandwidth is very narrow right now, and I need to expand this. You know, so
At
you know, that's
some
what
point, you
I mean.
get tired of being in pain, and that was me.
Yeah.
I got
That's a
tired
good one.
of being in pain, so I sought out help. I'm like,
Sure.
I know there is a better life for me. I know I can feel good inside.
For sure.
So, let me take responsibility for myself.
But when that emotional pain is physical, when it turns physical, you know you're down the road. You know, like that's the last
Right.
indication of you got something going on.
When I was waking up in pain and my neck and my
pain, like,
brain.
what is
What
this? It
is
hurts your
this?
neck, but it's all in here.
The ulcer.
The ulcer, that thing going on,
Yeah.
headaches and all, and So the last thing I want to say is from my standpoint, I address that a lot. I address the cross section between your emotions and your physical pain. I think that's where most people get stuck. That's where everyone gets stuck. So when you come to me, I'm going to give you stuff that's going to soothe your physical body, so you can be in a clear mind to really look at some of these things that are going on emotionally.
Love it.
Good stuff.
Thank you,
You're welcome,
Paul.
guys.
We're not going to hold you.
Okay, because I got to pee, so
Okay, we're going to let Paul pee.
I'm going to pee.
Okay?
Wash
You're
your
not-
hands.
Because that people drinking Coronas out there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul. And that leads us into the perfect place, because I think a lot of people come to you and I
Yeah.
for the confidence building, and they want to go straight to dressing good,
Oh, baby.
makeup, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes going through doing the internal work in order for you to even feel that stuff. Because I've dressed all my life. I've hid behind brand names and labels and stuff like that, but it didn't make me feel any better.
Right. It's like putting a Band-Aid on.
Mm-hmm.
You can look fabulous. It doesn't show through your eyes. It doesn't show through your walk, your energy, what you're attracting. So it's a definite, you have to start in the inside.
Yes.
You do.
So we are doing a lot of that inside out work.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, to reiterate, Lifestyle Twins, we have
the confidence classes, modeling, posing, runway. We are having meetups soon.
the meetups.
Yes.
The meetups are super important, because
Yeah.
that gives us an opportunity to meet you all, to hang out with you all, to do certain activities.
Yeah, and they'll all be different. We
Yes.
pretty much we tailor it to what you want.
Mhm.
That's why we're asking these questions and really taking in the feedback.
Yes.
It's a party.
It's a party.
I love the party.
We love the party.
Yeah.
Just like, the little twerk I did.
Yeah, I'm always in the cut like, okay, I do too, okay.
Random twerks, random twirls, all of that. That's what I like to do. Okay? Don't judge me. Just join me. Okay?
I'll join you.
Yeah, all right. So, but other than that, we're just really, we feel really grateful to be in the position to do what we love, and to do it with the people we love. And
it's so uplifting.
Yeah.
It's so uplifting because we are just being ourselves.
Mhm.
And for so long in the past for me, I didn't love myself. And now that I do, and I'm just having fun with you all, and then you're giving the love back, it's like, wow, we really are enjoying each other.
Because I always felt like if I was to be the real me, that nobody would like me.
Yes.
So I used to dress like a boy, and the facial hair and the baggy clothes and all of that stuff, because I felt like that was more acceptable to society. And
honey, I don't care now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a quirky sense of style. 1 minute I'm looking model, 1 minute is classy lady, next minute is kawaii.
Yes.
I'm doing me.
Give yourself
And that's
permission.
what we want you guys to do.
Yes.
Do you.
Do you. We're not trying to make you a clone of us.
No.
We want you to be the best you. Okay? So with that, We're gonna go ahead and put some more music on.
I'm gonna join in the twerk.
Wait, guys, wait, before you do that, I didn't plug my website.
Oh! We gotta plug out
Oh,
too.
yeah.
My CoachPaulChristino.com, so Coach Paul Christino CHRISTINO.com. You know where to reach me. All right.
Yes. And you can also reach them through us.
Through us at www.lifestyletwins.com.
Or on
Or-
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
The Lifestyle Twins.
Lifestyle
At
Twins.
The Lifestyle Twins.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not the Instagram.
Oh no, that's the Facebook one.
That's our email. NYC is the email. Yeah, it's at the Lifestyle Twins on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Lifestyle Twins. And lifestyletwins.com. All right. So. Love you all.